If AI is a skyscraper, data alone are the blueprints. Compute is the cranes, the concrete trucks, and the electricity that actually turns plans into steel and glass reality. AMD has spent years building cranes. Now the site is getting crowded, and those cranes are in demand. Compute, the boring but vital plumbing of AI. When people say AI, they usually picture flashy chatbots or clever image filters. But every one of those outputs needs gigantic amounts of raw math, matrix multiplies, memory swaps, and lots of repeated, parallel number crunching. That work is compute, and compute is not optional. You can't run a billion-token LLM, train a multimodal model, or supply near-instant inference to millions of users without racks and racks of specialized processors. Think of compute like electricity in a city. You can design the most beautiful, energy-efficient building in the world, but it won't do much for anyone if the power grid is overloaded. AI is starving for kilowatt-hours of compute. The companies that supply reliable, efficient compute get paid a lot, fast. AMD's long game, years of quietly building the crane factory. AMD hasn't been a flashy, overnight AI winner. It's been the plumbing, gearing, and steady R&D. Over the past several years, AMD reinvested heavily in GPU acceleration, the Instinct line, server platforms, and custom rack-level solutions, not just chips but full systems. That includes engineering for data center scale, power, cooling, memory bandwidth, and partnerships to get those systems into large cloud providers' hands. This isn't an "I woke up and built AI chips today" story. It's a patient engineering arc. CPUs, GPUs, interconnects, and now rack-scale designs that are optimized for modern LLM workloads. That's the kind of thing that looks boring in earnings slides but matters enormously when customers need to scale quickly. The world keeps underestimating compute demand, and then surprises itself. Markets and headlines often focus on models and apps. But demand for compute has proven shockingly elastic and larger than many expected. When chatbots and generative tools went mainstream, companies that expected incremental usage suddenly faced orders of magnitude higher compute needs. Training new models, fine-tuning for verticals, serving inference at scale, each multiplies compute consumption. A recent wave of analyst and media coverage highlights how partnerships and rack designs from chipmakers are unlocking supply to meet those needs, and how the rush to secure capacity is a key story driving investor excitement. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. Chatbots as a concrete example. Yes, the carnival ride analogy. Imagine a popular chatbot as a theme park roller coaster. The peak hours are wild. The line gets longer, the carts need to move faster, and if the park doesn't have enough trains, people wait forever. In the AI world, trains are compute instances, GPUs, clusters, racks, and building more trains takes time. You need chips, boards, cooling, and the people to integrate it all. When a blockbuster chatbot or AI app goes viral, companies can't just flip a switch and double capacity. The chips have to exist. Data centers must be provisioned, and racks installed. That lag creates a real bottleneck for product launches, performance SLAs, and revenue capture. AMD's advantage is that it's been designing the trains and the railway for a while, so it can help customers get more carts moving faster. Some companies can't launch products because compute is the choke point. Here's a playful but true thought experiment. A startup builds the most amazing AI-based doctor's assistant. It's accurate, fast, and clinicians love it. But to serve every clinic in a country in real time, they need thousands of inference GPUs. Ordering, installing, and certifying those racks takes months. Cloud capacity might be sold out, and costs can balloon if they go to spot markets. Result: product launch delayed, customers lost, or the product throttled into a niche version. This problem scales up. Big tech wanting to deploy new foundation models at global scale faces the same issue but on an order of magnitude larger. That's where suppliers who can deliver integrated compute solutions at scale suddenly matter strategically. Why AMD is especially well positioned to cater to this demand. Short version: AMD builds chips and thinks at the rack level. That matters. Longer version: GPU plus CPU portfolio. AMD offers both high-performance CPUs and data center GPUs. Instinct line. Many real workloads need smooth interaction between CPU orchestration, high-bandwidth memory, and GPU compute. Having expertise across both lets AMD optimize whole server performance, not just a single tile on the motherboard. Rack-scale solutions, e.g., Helios style systems. AMD's engineering has moved beyond chips to pre-integrated rack designs. These are faster for customers to deploy than building from discrete parts, and they're designed for power, cooling, and the I/O patterns of LLMs. Recent product developments and rack initiatives have been cited by analysts as catalysts. Partnerships with major cloud and AI players. Supply and go-to-market are as critical as silicon. AMD has been securing partnerships that embed its hardware into cloud provider stacks. That gives it scale and validation. Those relationships are why some investors and analysts think AMD can grow meaningfully as AI deployments expand. Timing and moat. AMD's years of R&D create switching costs and operational know-how, integration, firmware, software stacks, driver stability. When compute demand spikes, customers will prefer integrated solutions from trusted vendors who can deliver systems and support, not just chips in a tray. The analyst chatter, cautious notes, big excitement. Wall Street has been vocal, and a little schizophrenic, about AMD lately. Some banks raise targets aggressively on optimism around AI partnerships. Others have been cautious, pointing to execution risks and the timeline for large-scale deployments. For example, Bernstein, SOCGen, has recently reiterated a market-perform rating and a $200 price target, even while AMD is trading near recent highs above $240 and commanding a market cap in the neighborhood of $378 billion. That's a classic. We like the tech, but we're reserving judgment on valuation and execution. At the same time, other firms, notably BofA Securities, have become bullish on AMD's AI ramp and raised price targets significantly. Some reports mention targets as high as $300, reflecting optimism about products like AMD's rack designs and supply deals with major AI players. That split between cautious and bullish is what's driving the headlines. Why this matters: markets price between current realities and plausible futures. If AMD executes on supply deals and rack rollouts, the bulls' numbers look achievable. If deployments slip or competition intensifies, the conservative thesis, like Bernstein's, is reasonable. Note this as well. And he saith unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still, and he which is filthy, let him be filthy still, and he that is righteous, let him be righteous still, and he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. Revelation 22 verses 10-14. If we fully obey the Lord, the Creator of heaven and earth, and carefully follow all his commandments, he has promised to set us high above all the nations of the earth. Deuteronomy 28. We shall be blessed when we come in and when we go out. I appeal to you to accept God and let him be your guide, for he will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful content. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Faith and prayer will do what no power on earth can accomplish. See you in the next video by God's mercy.